The mechanics of longevity. The mechanics of longevity. So, the mechanics of longevity in a relationship is that you have to have certain things in place from a man's side of things, from a woman's side of things. The mechanics of longevity for a business, if you want to introduce a business to market, you have to have a product that everybody's, desires or wants, and then you have to market it. And then if enough people are subscribing to your product or they're buying into your product, and that product has long-term benefits, you will have a longevity of success in business. Okay, those are the mechanics of longevity. To everything that is designed for long-term purpose or long-term use, there's a mechanics element to it. Look at Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett has invested in Coca-Cola and all these things, and Coca-Cola has been around us for a long time. Elon Musk is involved in vehicles that supposed to reduce our fuel consumption and everything else, electric cars, and then there's longevity in that. It's not a fly-by-night situation. There's a mechanics to it. As men, it's important for us to understand the mechanics of it. Social media is the devil because it makes the mechanics of longevity from a woman's perspective null and void. It means that most women will seek out a relationship, but because social media undoes all the mechanics of longevity, she's gonna seek out, oh, my friend is not as pretty as I am, and she's doing better than I am. But that could be further from the truth. The friend could be struggling and everything else, but social media don't show that. So it removes the mechanics of longevity. So men who are working their butts off, building themselves up, try to be with a woman that is incapable of doing a long term thing, and the reason is the environment does not allow her to enjoy a long term relationship because she's going to be dissatisfied because women are comparative creatures. My ex was like this, or my friend is living like this. I don't have it like the way they have it. So it removes the mechanics. Now the mechanics, the tools are many. One is the thing that women do is which is compare. They look at their lives versus their friend's life. Now their friend's life is just online. Okay? And then women also have a tendency to lie to each other. Oh, my man does this. Oh, he does that. He never talks to me like this. But it's not true. So the mechanics in the modern day times, especially in terms of women, they are polluted. I'm not saying all women are bad. I'm not saying it, but this is a man's channel, so we got to be honest. The mechanics which allowed them back then to be satisfied with their relationship with the current man that they have, whether the man is a plumber, whether the man is a train driver or is a bus driver, they were satisfied because the mechanics allowed them to. They were shielded from the nonsense outside. Now they got the smartphones, and the man could be doing everything. Children's schools are paid for, insurance is paid for, food is there on the table, house is covered, but your food is satisfied because there's some type of romance going on out there, or there's a new trend going on out there that she feels she's missing out on. So unfortunately for men, relationships or long-term relationships are not conducive because you're going to go in with all who you are, your true value, things that you worked diligently for. And on a whim, she's going to wake up and says, you know what? I know you're trying, but because you see what I'm saying, you are working up to the standard which you like everything you got, you worked, you sweated for it. But our whims and our hearts and desires, they can waver like the reeds in a river. They can waver. So the mechanics of longevity, as far as dating women on the long term, unless you find somebody unique, they're not there. Just look at the mechanics. Social media is the devil. Like number one, if she look at social media, she look at her friends. She wants to post herself on social media. So she buys a new dress. It's nice and tight. It's fitting. She posts herself. Guess who's liking that? Strangers, right? Guys, you can't compete with sometimes because we're not equal. You could be at the top of your game, but somebody's gonna be better than you. So she's posting herself. There's an ex liking her photos. Okay, if not that, she's got high school lovers who maybe did her wrong whatever. So that's the mechanics. Those are the mechanics that dismantle the machine of longevity. And you cannot make women not participate in these things. It's a battle you cannot undertake. That's why I salute men who go into long-term relationships, and I salute men even more who have solid women, because I know they do exist. Unfortunately, there's not many. The majority of women participate in this hookup culture. I do my body, my choice. You know, if if we're dating and he's falling short, and then they're happy to eat on the side or to be eaten. So the mechanics in the modern day relationships are not there for a long term anything. The environment is very conducive for hookup, Tinder, Facebook, Instagram, instant gratification. Nobody considers the consequences of future things. And when people get into relationships, the divorces, breakups, men suffer scars which are hard to heal. Women tend to move on. Bang. Oh, meet my new boyfriend, whatever. Women tend to move on. Guys, we get scarred. And if we get done dirty and divorced, it's even far worse. So when we consider the mechanics, just like if I was giving you a car and you discover that the engine had been flooded, you could be like, nah, you know what? I like the car. The design looks good. The aesthetics of it looks good. The leather interior is good. The dash looks good. But the engine, the mechanics don't work out. It's not going to work. I like the car emotionally, but the mechanics don't work out. So the mechanics of modern day relationships are not conducive for long term relationships. It's sad, both for men because they're lonely. Yeah, men do get lonely, and it's sad for women because it means that even if you get with them with the attempts to, you might be left to stand and dry. And when we turn around, who hurt you? It's not like that. Trust and believe. I travel all over this planet. It's like that. Go get the word out. Let's get the channel bigger so that we can get the word to more people. Like, subscribe, and share, comment. Peace, love, and blessings.